Hello, good afternoon. My name's Mike the Jager, and you're watching Guitarist TV. And of course, today we're doing the Black Country Rock Show because we're in the Black Country. And we're in a lovely place called Wolverhampton. And to be more specific, a little place called Bilston, which is in the outskirts of Wolverhampton. And the reason why it's called the Black Country is because back in the day, this part of the world was very industrial and very sort of coal mining.
That's why it was. It's lovely here, actually.
And with me this afternoon is the most awesome guitar player on the planet, and his name is Mr. Steve Lukather. Hello, Luke.
Hi, how's it
Welcome
going?
to Guitarist TV
hey,
once
how's
again.
It going, man? I'm not all that, but thanks.
And it's really great to see you again.
Nice to see you again too, brother.
After we were with the last time. That was in a little town.
I forget where we were, man. Where was that?
I'm trying to think of the name of the town that we were in. Anyway, we had a good laugh. It was a bit of there was some football going on in the background while we were trying to chat.
Okay.
And guys were going a bit ballistic during our interview, which is which is quite fun actually.
Oh, okay.
But normally on the Black Country Show we have a lady called Nina Clark who presents with me, but she's off to Portsmouth to do some entertainer. She's a singer-entertainer.
Oh, great.
Herself.
Hey, listen, you got a gig, you go do the gig.
So she's got to go. But we're in Bilston, and we're about to hit the stage with a great show, which I'm really looking forward to.
Yeah, man, I got a good set list this time.
Yeah?
We had a great show in London last night. That was a lot of fun. I had a little glitch in my volume pedal. The pot got dirt in it or something like that. Kind of. You didn't really notice it unless I was playing a ballad or something like that. And it was like, oh, electronics.
Yeah.
Right? We all guitar players know sometimes,
yeah.
Oh, but it was fine. It was a great crowd. They were a lot of musos, so they understand when shit breaks. It breaks. What are you gonna do?
But we're celebrating the release of your new album,
Thanks.
Transition.
Yeah.
Yeah. And you're playing a lot of tracks off that.
I'm doing. I think I change the set list all the time, so never have been this tour. I'm playing about 4 or 5 things off it, but I do a lot of the old stuff too. My old soul. I got like 9 or 10 solo projects / side projects with things that I'm kind of digging out from all the eras, and it seems to be going down really well. It's a little bit more rock and roll, although we do jam a couple things, but which can go any which way but lose.
That's the way to go.
But there's not a lot of like solo spots per se. It's like there's a lot of songs, and I think people are responding to that in a positive way. And there's a lot of playing within the songs, so I mean that's enough. Yeah. Try to make it different from the last time. Keep people coming out, right?
Exactly. Yeah.
Hope so.
And your tour so far, how's it been going? I mean, you've been
really great. We started out in Norway, way cold, way up. I wanted to get away and work the band in a little bit. We went to some place I can't even pronounce, but it was a lot of fun. And we got did a couple shows, like warm up shows, and then we got into Oslo, and then it started going crazy from there. Packed houses, and we're doing smaller places. Anywhere from like 600 to 1,500,
Amazing.
And been packing them in. So. Because on this tour, doing my stuff, I can do whatever I want, and people don't expect me to come in and play Hold the Line or something like that. Because the band, Toto still exists, and it's our 35th anniversary, and we plan on touring this summer, so we're gonna do that, and so you'll hear all that stuff then. I do some obscure stuff that's actually getting quite a good reaction, so you'll hear some of that tonight.
Yeah, awesome.
And I'm having a blast.
Yeah.
Band's great. People have been really kind and. Coming out and supporting the new record, which I'm proud of, and the record company's been really great. So a lot of good things happening.
Yeah,
had a lot of fun this year. Working with Ringo, did G3 last year, did all sorts of nutty stuff.
I mean, since the last time we've seen you, you've been on tour with Toto. You've done the All Stars band with Ringo. You've been in the studio. You've mixed your new album. You've recorded new stuff, composed new stuff, and now you're on the road again. Doing your stuff.
I'm gonna be on the road all year. I did a month with Ringo already in New Zealand, Australia, and Japan. Then I came home for a week and came out on this. Go home April 22nd. Got a couple weeks off. Total rehearsals start all summer. I think there's something in the wind that Peter Frampton and I might do together as old buds. in the U.S. And then I'm going to do a couple of solo dates as well, promote the record. We're looking at a couple different combinations of people, which could be interesting. Co-built thing. We'll see. Hopefully that'll work out. And then more Ringo in the fall up till Christmas. So.
A busy guy, man.
Yeah, man. Hey, knock wood. I'm very, very lucky.
Which is awesome, isn't it?
It's a great feeling to know that I'm busy all the time, just doing such interesting, cool stuff with great people. And, I'm very lucky.
And I must say, from the last time I saw you play, I'll think of the name of the town in a bit, but it's an old age thing, you know.
Yeah, I understand.
But when I do, your playing has come on leaps and bounds. I mean, you've always been a great guitarist, as in technical ability and all that sort of stuff. But there's more of a Steve Lukather coming into the the solos, into the playing. I'm hearing a bit of Beck. I'm hearing a bit of Vai. I'm hearing your classic Toto style of playing. I'm hearing picking. I'm hearing all this.
Well, I've been playing a lot, man. You know, I mean, being of clean mind, body, and spirit, I have a lot of extra time, and I really fall in love with the guitar again. You know, and the last few years, been working not necessarily on anything in particular, just on the joy of playing the guitar and reinvent, you know, trying to reinvent the wheel, as it were, as we all do as guitar players. I'm really enjoying it, and I can start to feel a little bit of growth there. I've really found my center and my focus, and I got after being beat down from some personal stuff for a few years, I've come back into the light again, so I feel good. So that comes through in your playing too. There's a confidence that you have that I was sort of withered up for a while, and now I feel like, okay, I'm feeling good now.
You're out there, man. You're out there.
You know, I feel good.
There's really sort of good interaction between you and the audience now. You know, now that you've sort of established yourself.
I'm done apologizing for myself. I mean, whatever. I mean, you know, it's been a few years now, 4 years since I was an idiot. So, you know, a lot's gone on since then. A lot of growing as a musician and as a human being, which the music all intertwines with your personal life, as you know. You know, when you do it as much as I do, anyway. And plus, being influenced by so many great people, getting to do so many different things with so many great artists that I can learn from, you know, and get inspired by, and that's a big kick in the ass. And certainly given the great honor of playing next to Joe Satriani, Steve Vai, and then later John Petrucci, the great musicians that they are, staggeringly great guitar players, which I'm like, why do you want me to play? It's like, really? But we're all great friends, and I'm a good laugh to have on the road. And I'm completely different anyway. But that was a really great experience. It's terrifying, but once we got into it, it was cool.
But they're also great people to be with.
Oh, they are. They're my friends. We've been friends for decades, you know, and I have such deep respect for them all. And they're incredible human beings as well. So I was very honored to be a small part of that, to have my name, and you know, with all the other greats that have done the G3 thing. I mean, I was like, certainly like, you know,
wow, man.
I never thought that was going to happen. But that was really a cool thing. Thank you. Thank you for that. Awesome. You'll get somebody much better next time, I promise.
I don't think that's...
Yeah, come on. I'm not fishing for compliments here. Come on.
It doesn't get better than this gentleman sitting here right next door to you.
It's a lot better.
Ladies and gentlemen.
You all know that, too. Matter of fact, you're better. Sure of it, really. I mean, it's always, we're all a work in progress, man. We're all going to die trying to find the lost note, the lost band or something, you know. And that's what keeps it fun, you know.
Yeah.
You never wake up one day and go, okay, now I understand it. The music, you're always evolving, always growing. I think it's good for the mind. I mean, of course, you use the brain, you use the muscle. You're always creating, you're always thinking, stimulating the brain, and that's important. You know, it's not just about playing fast or anything like that. It's about all the in-between stuff. Yeah. I mean, you know, the thing is with these days, you know, I'm not like a singles artist, certainly not as a solo artist. You play for your audience, you know. Yeah. I make records for the people that like me and follow me, and then, you know, the social medias and all that. You sort of become your own PR person for nothing, if nothing else. You know what I mean? And I got a great record company. Mascot has been so gracious in the promotion. And it's already, the new album's already sold more than the last one in 2 months.
Amazing.
So I mean, there's a nice little buzz, and you know, I didn't veer that far off the tracks. You know, we kept the same team, CJ Vanston and myself, along with my band. You know, a lot of the guys in my live band and all my friends, and my son Trev's on it. You know, a bunch of really cool people stopped in to play on a tune or two, which I was deeply honored, and that was really good fun. You know? And it turned out okay.
it's just come out such an amazing album.
I'm glad you like it. Thank
Absolutely.
you.
When it landed on my desk, I just thought, wow. You know, All's Well That Ends Well was awesome. It was amazing. But then Transition just went,
Well, you know,
where's this guy going, man? It's just so amazing, you know.
I just try not to write cliche stuff, you know. You try to, you know, I always surround myself with guys better than me, so they bring that out. CJ brings that out of me. He's a great foil for me as a musician.
Yes.
He's one of those like perfect pitch, genius keyboard guys.
Yeah.
I'm always surrounded by guys like that.
Yeah.
I'm just very lucky that way. The way I grew up, great drummers, great keyboard players, and great musicians around me inspire me. I have to be better. So
Yes.
there's, you know, so you have to rise to the occasion. And I, you know, also, you know, being a guy that's 50, I'm 55 years old, and like a lot of people just, you know, they kind of like go, well, I'll just go and play what I, you know, do. And I want to keep pushing, man. I wanted to prove that there was still viable new music. I mean, you know, there's only so many changes and so many notes you can put together. And how do you, without going completely, like, you know, 12 tone on everybody, something to try to make, you know, a left turn when you think you're going right, you know, just, you know, harmonically or an idea or a lyric or something. And I love the overblown production, you know. I like, you know, some people give me shit about it. Not so much anymore, but, you know, I've always loved big records.
Yeah,
you know,
big sound,
this stuff,
nice arrangements.
you know, yeah, lush, you know, lots of layers, lots of atmosphere. Quality sounds, hi-fi stuff, you know. You know, no one's ever going to accuse me of being a punk musician.
No.
You know what I mean? But, I mean, I'm maybe a punk ass, but I'm not a punk musician.
No, far from it, Steve. I mean, your album has just got so much class, man. Absolutely amazing. Now, I've been on the Facebook thing, and you have a lot of friends on Facebook, and they all love you to bits.
Yeah, most of them. There's a couple dark people in there, but you know that. You know, that's what Creep Motel's all about, you know? That's you know, you gotta just laugh at it. Because at first I was so, like, why are these people attacking me? Then I realized everybody has these people.
Yeah.
I don't care who you are. Like, they have, like, you know, Facebook for God, and there's haters on that. You know what I mean? So, I don't know how much more dark you can get than that. You know what I mean? There's racist crap. I mean, even really nice people, my friends. I mean, how can you hate certain people? But they do. So, once I realized it was universal, then I didn't feel so bad about it, and I figured, well, that's part of the game.
Yeah, but
most everybody's really nice.
Yeah, well, they love you to bits, and most of my friends and people that I hang with on Facebook really are massive fans of Steve Lukather.
Oh, thank you. Thanks, guys.
I asked them. I'm hanging with Lukather.
Oh, please ask me anything.
Yeah, and I said,
let me clear up any bullshit because there's a lot of it. People love to make up their own backstory. That's one of these things. If you know, sometimes somebody go send me a link and go, "Hey, check this out." It's a message board. Excuse me. I'm not having a heart attack now. Sometimes people send me like a blue link and they go, "Check this out," and it's like various message boards from people just making up stories about me or Toto or what happened with this guy or that guy, and they actually like. And people go, yeah, and without ever checking to see if any of it's factual.
Yeah.
So ask me anything, and I'll answer to it to the best of my ability.
I
will not be negative about anything or anyone, because that's just...
No, it's nothing heavy. It's just,
it's
it's
okay,
just
man.
nice.
Come on, bring it on.
Okay, this is a lady, her name is Carol Botha. No, in South Africa you would say Carol Botha, right? Botha.
Yeah, I like that.
And she said, tell Luke to come to sunny South Africa.
Been there once, in 1997 with Toto. Love to go back.
Yeah.
It's a trek, man.
Yeah,
I mean,
it's a long way.
You know, I travel a lot.
Yeah.
That's 30 hours door to door, LA to Joburg.
Same for me.
You know, and because we got to go LA here,
And
London to some weird little island to refuel.
Yeah.
And then from there to Johannesburg.
It's a long drive.
We had a blast and we did great there, but I love to come back. I mean, you never know. I'd like to think so.
Yeah.
I don't book all this stuff.
Yeah.
We have new management, new agents. You know, we're James Blades over at Doc McGee's is a great office people. William Morris, WME is handling Toto now, but I'm still with my old friend Alec Leslie here in Europe.
Cool.
And so I mean, you know,
you never know.
You never know. Things can happen.
It's a funny old business.
Yeah, sorry. Thanks, Carol.
Thanks, Carol. Thanks for your question. Now there's a lady from Germany. Her name is Mandy. Forgive me, Mandy, if I get this wrong. Fetzer. That's German. She said, please can I have a signed photograph for her son, who's a huge fan of yours, and his name is Robert.
Well, yeah, okay, I'll find something. I'll be happy to do that for you. Give me something hard to do.
Okay. We have a question from a lady in Germany, Luke. Her name is Michaela Schultz.
She's a lovely person. I know her.
Nice girl. She says you seem to be one of the hardest working musicians on the planet that she knows. And she'd like to know when you're going to take a break. And
there's a couple of my friends that work really hard, probably, and not unlike me. Maybe they don't do as many different weird projects. I think maybe Warren Haynes, Warren's or Joe Bonamassa. Joey works a lot. We all just, it's what we do, man. You know, I love to play. It's cost me in other areas, you know, by not being home a lot, but, you know, the record business is sort of dead by comparison to the heyday as far as a viable, serious money-making business, you know. It's changed radically since when I was young. So being on the road is how you that's how you get in front of people. It's the one thing you can't simulate. The live experience. And I love getting people in a room. I talk about this on stage a little bit, you know, just about bringing people together, getting out of the house, getting away from your devices and your computers, and you're just actually interacting with real human beings, not virtual people. Yeah. And the live experience does that, you know. And I get off on it as a musician. It's a great feeling to get up there, and I'm really grateful that people show up. I mean, you know. Yeah. I mean, you know, I got the Toto doing the bigger scale, and I get to do this on a smaller scale and do what I want to do, and then all these really cool side projects like Ringo or G3 or something like that, where you're just kind of like, okay, always playing different music, different styles of music, which cause you to play differently. That's right. And interact with other great musicians who you, whether you know it or not, are sponging off of, you know, and then you take a little bit of that with you. It's great for that. I love to work. It's not like I'm digging a ditch or emptying porta potties or something like that. You know what I mean? It's like, I got a pretty cool job. I mean, but you know, I don't get paid for the gig. You know, that's the fun part. The travel, being away, constantly on the run. I mean, if you're not used to this life, it'll beat you down. I mean, you know, I tell my doctor, who thinks I'm in great health now because I'm all healthy, but I go, Doc, you should follow me. You should do a little study and do everything I do, live exactly the way I do, eat everything I eat, sleep when I sleep. Have to do this, go here and be mobile all the time, and you know, do that for a month and then check yourself out. It'd be an interesting experiment for a doctor to do that, just to kind of see how we really live. Because people only see like the stage, like, oh, I could do that's like anybody can do that. That's not a real job. Well, you know, the playing part of it is not the job part of it. Dealing with the business, the lawyers, being sued, and all this other crazy stuff that you have to deal with. Being away from home, watching my kids grow up on Skype. At least I have that now. My older kids like, Dad, hey, at least you get to see the little guys, you know. Yeah. But you know, it's you know, it's cost me a couple of marriages, and that's not great. But you know, I'm friends with all my exes. You know, very good friends in many cases, in all the cases, really. And it's not none of that's their fault, and it's just what I am. You know, everybody says, you know, yeah, I'll come on the road with you. But, you know, if you're not working on the gig, it's a terribly redundant, weird thing to follow people around to do. You know what I mean? It's like, you know, at least at the end of the day, I get to go do that. Yeah. But the travel and the bus, and the sleeping and the hotels and interrupted this and food, I can get sometimes good, sometimes not. It's hard, and just missing home, missing the people you love. Yeah. The comforts of home. Absolutely. It's a weird life. I've been doing this for 36 years now, so now it would be weird if I didn't do it. Yeah. Okay, great question. I've got another question from Michaela. Since Joe Walsh is one of your heroes, and you played with him, you played a song with him called Rocky Mountain Way in the All Stars Band. Oh, yeah, you know, no, Joe's a friend, man. I love Joe. I've known Joe for years, man. He's one of my childhood heroes, but he's also a really great friend. The first thing we ever did together was Don Henley, Dirty Laundry. We both played solos, and I was really kind of excited about that because he's, like I said, childhood hero. Yeah. And we're buds now. He's like Ringo's brother-in-law, so we see him. You know, I get to see him a little bit more now that Ringo and I have become friends, and I do love that man so much. I love them both, but you know, for me, it's kind of a kick to, you know, childhood heroes are my friends. You know, it's amazing. I still kind of go, wow, it's bizarre and wonderful all at the same time. But you know, Joe and I can't get enough of Joe, man. I'd love to just hang with him for a year and play, but He doesn't need me. He's Joe Wall, for God's sake, you know?
He's just
one of the greatest ever, in my opinion.
Yeah.
What a style. What a great songwriter. What a great person.
You ever see yourself recording with Joe? Maybe doing.
I'd love to do something. I don't know. I'll have to ask him. I mean, he's busy, but he's a busy guy. He's another one of those busy guys.
Yeah.
Solo albums, Eagles. He's always doing something.
Of course, yes. And one last question from a lady called Sylvia Jager. It's very similar to our surname, but anyway.
Are you guys related? You never know.
You never know. They say we have Dutch descent. I think she.
There you go. Yeah.
Asks, have you recovered from meeting them all in Amsterdam?
No, they're all lovely. There's a whole bunch of them. They're really sweet girls that come around to the shows and support me, and I love them all very, very much. Thanks, guys. Bring me little cakes and scarves and guitar straps, and they have a web page, and really lovely people, and I'm lucky to have people like that that care that much.
Yeah, especially when you're on the road.
Smiles. They always come to the shows and the VIP stuff. They come to a bunch of shows, and they have the whole vibe to them is very positive.
Yeah, it's so nice when you're on the road, and you're right. It is a hard lifestyle, and people don't see the offstage side of things.
Yeah, I mean, I don't get a hotel today. I get up at 6 o'clock in the morning to take a shower, so I'd be cool for today. And you know what I mean.
And you got guys like me hassling you for interviews.
No, it's fine. I'm sitting here anyway. I was just gonna practice, and I catch up on my emails and stuff. Basically, I have to take my office mentally with me wherever I am. It's like I'm just not in the same comfortable chair every day, and with my dog in the comforts of my home and whatnot.
Yeah.
It can be terribly lonely sometimes. You know what I mean? I mean, you just after the gig, and and then you go back to the hotel room, door closed, and you're just like,
I know.
Oh, I really miss home.
Yeah.
And then of course, I got really young ones. Daddy, come home. And that breaks your heart out. It's like, oh yeah. How do you explain 6 weeks to a 5-year-old? You might as well say 6 years.
Is that how old your son is? 5?
No, my daughter, she's 5, actually 5.5, and my youngest son is 2.5. And my older ones are 27 and 25.
And Trevor plays.
Yeah, he worked on the album. Yeah. He's working on a record right now with his band. Cash Vertigo is the name of his band.
Okay.
And he just got signed to a big management deal and stuff like that. It's kind of a big deal. And he's living with a supermodel girlfriend. It's classic. I love it. It's great. Watching. He's one of my best friends. I love him. I'm very proud of him.
So cool.
My oldest daughter is moving to Nevada with her boyfriend. Start their life. So I'm like, I got one out of the house going away, probably gonna get married and have kids, and I got like a 2.5-year-old son who doesn't even know why I'm on the screen. It's like, Dad, I love you, and then he's like, and then all of a sudden he's like, doesn't want to talk. Terrible twos,
Oh yes.
But my 5.5-year-old Lily, she's killing me. I mean, we talk every day. Our Skype, the older ones, it's always texting and stuff like that. And I talk to them or see them on Skype once a week. But I Skype with the little guys every day.
Okay.
Me and my ex are really great friends, so it's great.
Cool.
It's great.
That's so cool. Well, because you're such a heck of a long way from home, my young daughter over there, Danielle.
Hi, Danielle.
Has decided to, and because it's Easter right now.
Oh yeah, it is Easter, right?
And
as a highly religious man that I am. Oh, did you give me a chocolate bunny? I love this. Thank you. Oh, that's lovely. I got a chocolate bunny. Now, this is one of the few vices that I have left is chocolate, so thank you for that. That's very lovely. Thank you. Thank you, guys. You're nice people. Look at that. I am very honored. Thank you.
So,
let's take him out. I don't want to take him all the way out because I don't want him to get dirty. But here's Mr. Chocolate Bunny coming out. Hey, bug off. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's brilliant.
Sorry, I'm a nasty man. You have to have a sense of humor in this life.
Absolutely. And then I've got a little something from me, which is just really
you don't have to do
memento.
Oh,
it's just a memento.
Let's have it.
Of our Guitarist TV t-shirt.
All right, I love it.
It's a little tank top.
Oh, look at
some
that.
artwork with done by a guy.
Is that you, man?
It's
Yeah, man. There he is. Awesome. Thank you very, very much.
It's a guy called John Rios who did the artwork. He's really
Hey, John. Thank you, man.
He's really cool.
Awesome. Look at these gifts. I mean, what can I give you?
I'm sitting with the greatest guitarist in the world.
No,
Right here.
God, not even remotely close, but thank you.
Absolutely.
Well, thank you for the kind words anyway.
Alrighty. We're not going to take up any more of your time.
All right, man.
I know you've got
Thank you
stuff
very
to do.
much.
Thank you so much.
So
for
enjoy
sitting
the
with
show
us.
tonight, and thanks out there in TV land. I appreciate the good vibe. I really, really do. And let's all go find the lost note.
And from all of us at Guitarist TV on the Black Country Rock Show, from Steve Lukather and Mikey Jager, see you next time. Goodbye.